Hi guys, thanks again for visiting us at RS Aquaculture. So for this picture, you actually realize that we broke our tank that is used for our grow out tanks, as you see over here. So what actually happened is that when we were filling up our grow out tanks, and we had this incident whereby our tank support actually break down. So for this video, we'll be going through what happened. So stay tuned. So for those that are new to our channel RAS Aquaculture, we do provide timely content or weekly content on biofloc culture for shrimp as well as RS systems for mud crab. So if you like our content, do like and subscribe to get more notification. So back to what happened. So you can see over the video here. So actually this was taken when the tank was actually collapsed, and we have actually some pictures of it from different angles. As you can see, we have actually filled the water up to 85% at this moment, and which is about 75 to 80 cm. So one common characteristic about PVC tanks is that when you actually fill up water into the tank, the tank will expand as a result. So as you can see over here, once you have the water level up to 90% or 95 cm in this case, what we realize is actually the tank will actually expand. As you can see over here, because the tank supports actually are not mounted fully to the ground, so it actually allows for some of it to be expanded, especially in the parts in the middle as compared to the sides, as you see over here. So one might think that once you have tied the tank using strings or even some wires to ensure that the tanks do not expand, but usually it's not enough, because as you can see over here, like for example this tank, on the first tank, once we have actually filled up the water all the way up to 95 cm, you can see there's actually a bit of tilt on the side. So this is actually important to ensure that we do not over tilt while we are filling up water, because it might be easy to overlook this and you keep filling up, and your tilt will get worse and worse and eventually breaking your tank, as what you have seen previously. So here's you can see again from this angle, when the tanks are actually being expanded due to the increased water pressure, it actually forces the middle portion to expand much more than the sides. So this is why when you tie up the tank, you tend to do it at the middle. But I can assure you, just by doing this and tying up the tank, it would not save your tanks from what has actually happened to us. And note that these tanks are not new, we have been using them for a while, so the rust have actually might have reduced the structural integrity. So what you need to be doing when you deal with these PVC tanks is to ensure that once you are filling up, occasionally knock the bottom, especially at the center part where we expect it to expand the most, and to slowly expand it to ensure that there is not a huge tilting of the legs or the structure when we continuously fill up. So what you see over here is only one person that is responsible for sort of realigning the support. What tends to happen is that this needs to be frequently done as you fill up the tank, and not to wait until the tank is full before you do it, because it causes a lot of resistance, especially once the structures is not straight anymore. So this is actually an important point when you fill up the tank, and this is in fact more important than ensuring tying up the tanks on the side, like what you see over here. So this is just another angle on how do you adjust the structure to be straight while you're filling up the tank. And for our case, with our water volume at the moment, we actually adjust this every 20 to 30 minutes while we are filling up. So in this video, we actually use a cloth to shelter the structure from hitting directly against the hammer, because most of our structures are actually quite old already and they're rusting, so it might actually cause more damage if you're trying to hit it excessively, especially if it's not straight. And if you do have face difficulty straightening up the support, what you can do is to have someone to help you on the top to gently shake the support while you hit it with a hammer to try to align it. So that's all for this video. We hope you've enjoyed and learned something on how do you set up PVC tanks properly and safely. And I do hope to see you again back at RS Aquaculture. Till then, stay tuned.